The EF 85mm f1.2 L II USM is a mid-telephoto prime lens made for Canon's EF mount. With one of the largest aperture possible for an autofocusing lens, delivered here on its second generation, it is 50% brighter than its f1.4 peers offered by Nikon or Sigma, making it possible to shoot with more control over the depth of field or under extreme low light. It got on my kit merely out of curiosity after seeing so much glass in a single optical piece, and it was one of my first L series lenses that got me hooked on Canon's EF lineup. At 91 by 84mm of over a kilo of mostly glass and metals, the first thing we notice on the EF 85 f1.2 L II USM is the weight, a literal blob of glass for you to put in front of your camera, kind of fragile for so much glass, kind of all business as expected from the L series. The autofocus extends the internal barrel from infinity to minimum focusing distance at about 1 inch via a ring-type ultrasonic motor on a design borrowed from Canon's largest aperture 50mm prime, the legendary 50 f1 L USM. This system uses a very precise 270 degrees turn to guarantee sharp focus over all focusing distance, while using a floating design to move the internals independently, making for a somewhat slower than usual operation, despite never really missing the moment. For comparison, Nikon's own AFS 85 f1.4G focuses at just 45 degrees from infinity to minimum, locking focus twice as fast. But the idea on this Canon is precision and image quality, expected for the extreme large aperture formula. Also, it makes for a novelty all-electronic focusing ring that doesn't really connect to the optical pieces, sending torque data to the motor to set the groups, using power from the camera. It's a distinct operation from most ring-type USMs used by Canon, but I'll repeat, it's all in the name of precision. Other than that, the 85 f1.2 L II operates normally with a 72mm filter thread fixed at the front right above the first optical element, thus avoiding flaring, and the supply-in-the-box lens hood fixes on the focusing ring itself, rotating with the ring while in operation. At the back, the rear glass element is extremely large and fragile, taking all the space available on the EF mount, and even the electronic contacts are placed above it. Take extreme care not to damage it when mounting on the camera. Canon doesn't declare any form of weather sealing, and you're expected to handle this lens with special care. But overall, it's a fairly pleasurable and easy to use lens with most EOS cameras, balancing perfectly against your hands, made for eye-to-eye portraits, made special by the shorter depth of field. With an 8 elements in 7 groups optical formula, one giant ground and polished spherical glass to deal with spherical aberration, and an overall true double Gauss formula, made to exclusively deliver the best-in-class bokeh instead of sharpness, what the EF 85 f1.2 L II USM delivers optically is beautiful. Not perfect, not high resolution, just beautiful. The idea is simple. Just 8 large elements to deliver impressive bokeh at any focusing distance, and barely enough chemical treatments to enhance colors and contrast. And we have a true specialty lens at hand, made for purposeful images. This is not your everyday lens. The size, the weight, and extreme precise focus begs for care when shooting for subjects meant to be dissolved against a blurred background, and it consistently delivers, one shot more beautiful than the other. While wide open, it doesn't really deliver insane levels of sharpness. That really isn't the point. The point is for your subject to disappear in front of an out-of-focus blur that renders backgrounds and foregrounds elements in complete colorful gradients that look superb in print or digital outputs. Stopping down from f2.8 to f4 renders the sharper shots from Canon at this focal length, while also maintaining good levels of bokeh, the go-to lens for many portrait photographers, made legendary with Canon's color science. While some chromatic aberration do take place of perfect shots, with magenta and green lines asking for correction of mostly white subjects, like bridal dresses, it is easy to fix while delivering exceptional clarity. Finally, the colors and the bokeh are what this Canon is all about. While I'm a huge fan of Nikon's AFS 85 f1.4G, this Canon is a tad warmer in its colors and bokeh, and it easily surpasses Sigma's 85 f1.4D GR that actually renders a flat-out bokeh, given the strictly telephoto formula, not double Gauss like this Canon. So there you have it, the best lens from Canon for portraits that make it easy to shoot with your EF camera. Just add it on a very special kit and nice shooting.